10. King Henry VII and Elizabeth of York. Most of us are familiar with the tales of King Henry VIII and his turbulent marriages. However, in contrast to his infamous successor, King Henry VII had a considerably more fortunate romantic life. Let's delve into the details. Back in January 1486, the young King Henry VII entered into matrimony with Elizabeth of York. This marriage was not merely a union of two individuals, but also a symbolic merging of the influential houses of York and Lancaster, renowned for their roles in the Wars of the Roses. Interestingly, Henry VII had never met his prospective bride before, and he held reservations about the proposed alliance. Concerned that Elizabeth might assert her right to the throne, he took precautions by ensuring his coronation prior to their nuptials. However, fate had something unexpected in store for Henry VII. When he finally laid eyes on Elizabeth, he was captivated by her beauty and charm. In time, Elizabeth of York succeeded in winning the heart of her husband. Stories have been passed down through generations, recounting the couple's sweet tradition of exchanging small tokens of affection throughout their married life. It appears that they truly experienced a happily ever after. In summary, while King Henry VIII's marriages were plagued by difficulties, King Henry VI's union with Elizabeth of York proved to be a source of joy and contentment. Their love story, filled with genuine affection and meaningful gestures, serves as a testament to their enduring happiness. 9. Ivan the Terrible and Anastasia Romanova. Ivan the Terrible is commonly associated with warfare and destruction, but there exists an intriguing love story intertwined within his reign. Ivan the Terrible, also known as Ivan IV, held the esteemed position of Russia's inaugural Tsar. To secure his claim to the throne, he entered into matrimony with Anastasia Romanova in 1547. This union, like numerous other royal marriages, was driven by political motivations, aiming to unite two influential Russian dynasties, the Rurikid and the Romanov families. Nonetheless, beyond the political intricacies, it appears that Ivan IV swiftly fell deeply in love with his new wife. Numerous sources suggest that Anastasia had a positive impact on the otherwise ruthless Tsar. Unfortunately, tragedy struck when she passed away, leaving her husband utterly heartbroken. Convinced that his beloved had been poisoned, Ivan IV embarked on a merciless rampage, determined to eradicate any suspected traitors within his realm. Perhaps, had Anastasia not met such an untimely demise, Ivan IV would not have earned his fearsome reputation. 8. King George V and Queen Mary. Mary, Queen Victoria's goddaughter, and George, the Prince of Wales' son, found themselves bound in matrimony due to Mary's special relationship with her godmother. In 1891, Queen Victoria initially chose Prince Albert, George's elder brother, as a suitable match for Mary. Sadly, their engagement was cut short when Prince Albert succumbed to influenza shortly before their wedding. Nonetheless, Queen Victoria remained undeterred and noticed George's growing affection for Mary. Approving of the connection, just 1 year after Albert's untimely demise, Mary and George united in marriage. Although the Queen had initially arranged the union based on strong ties to the throne and the royal lineage, Mary and George's marriage proved to be a resounding success. In fact, their marital bliss garnered attention in newspapers, serving as an exemplary union for the nation. Following the passing of his father, Edward VII, in 1910, George ascended the throne as George V and ruled until 1936. 7. King Edward I and Eleanor of Castille. In the realm of English history, King Edward I, born to King Henry III, rose to prominence through his valiant endeavors against the Scottish and Welsh. However, even before Edward engaged in any military triumphs, his parents embarked on a strategic quest to secure his future lineage. Their focus turned to the question of his marital alliance, aiming to safeguard the royal bloodline. It was in 1254 when they made a significant decision, selecting Eleanor of Castille as Edward's bride. This union not only aimed to forge an alliance between England and Castille, but also sought to safeguard them against potential invasions from France. Although their marriage originated from political motives, it swiftly unfolded into a genuine love story. The deep bond between Edward and Eleanor became unmistakable. Their connection was so profound that they were inseparable until Eleanor's passing in 1290. Throughout their married life, the couple was blessed with 11 daughters and 4 sons, ensuring a prosperous succession to the throne. 6. King Charles V and Isabella of Portugal. In the 1500s, King Charles held significant power as the Holy Roman Emperor and the son of King Philip. However, despite his influential position in Europe, he faced a challenging political situation. He lacked the necessary funds for his political endeavors in Central Europe, and his Spanish subjects exerted pressure on him to marry a spouse from the Iberian Peninsula, preferably someone raised in Spain. Fortunately for King Charles, he found a potential match in Isabella of Portugal. She was the daughter of Manuel I and Queen Maria of Castille, and Manuel I had promised a generous dowry. Though the king only met his soon-to-be bride a few hours before their wedding, he was captivated by her beauty and serene demeanor. The union blossomed into love, prompting the king to plan an extended honeymoon in Granada, where Queen Isabella became pregnant. Over the course of their 13-year marriage, King Charles and Queen Isabella enjoyed a happy life together until Isabella's passing in 1539. Even after her death, the king remained deeply devoted to her memory, spending countless hours in front of her portrait. Years later, he met his own demise clutching the crucifix that had once belonged to his beloved queen. 5. King Edward III and Phillipa of Hainult. In the realm of love and royalty, King Edward I wasn't the sole Edward to experience the blissful joy of a deep connection with his wife. Many years later, King Edward III was fortunate enough to embark on a love-filled journey of matrimony. In the year 1327, King Edward III exchanged vows with Phillipa, the daughter of Count Willem of Hainult in Holland. This union was primarily arranged by Edward's mother as a means to forge an alliance with Count Willem in preparation for the potential invasion of France. Despite their tender age as teenage newlyweds, their hearts intertwined, and they fell passionately in love. Their marriage, which spanned over 4 decades, was graced with the arrival of 12 beautiful children. Historical accounts suggest that the couple cherished their time together, seldom apart. They maintained a deep connection through heartfelt correspondence, with Edward affectionately referring to his beloved wife as his sweetheart. Through the annals of history, we witness not one, but 2 King Edwards who experienced the profound joy of finding true love within the bonds of matrimony. 4. Napoleon and Marie-Louise. During the 19th century, Napoleon Bonaparte held the position of the French emperor for a brief period. In his quest for an heir and to solidify his empire, he made the strategic decision to unite himself with European royalty. He found his match in Marie-Louise, the Archduchess of Austria. Their wedding ceremony in 1810 marked the beginning of a budding friendship between France and Austria, nations that had been entangled in wars for over 2 decades. Although their marriage was arranged, it appears that Marie-Louise and Napoleon developed a genuine affection for each other. Marie-Louise even expressed her feelings to her father, stating, "He loves me very much. I respond to his love sincerely." While their union may not have possessed the same intensity of love as Napoleon's previous relationship, it is evident that the couple shared a profound connection and experienced a marriage filled with love. 3. King George III and Queen Charlotte. You've probably come across Queen Charlotte while watching the popular Netflix series Bridgerton. However, it's important to remember that she was a real historical figure who genuinely adored her husband. Queen Charlotte and King George III tied the knot in 1761, primarily due to the Queen's familial connections and her status as a Protestant. Despite meeting for the first time on their wedding day, their affection for each other grew deep. They enjoyed attending events together and even performed musical duets, displaying their shared passions. Even in the face of King George's mental illness, which struck in 1789, Queen Charlotte remained fiercely loyal to him. Although circumstances necessitated their separation for her own safety, she made every effort to provide him with the best available medical care. Their marriage endured for an incredible 6 decades and was characterized by a profound love that withstood the test of time. 2. Tsar Alexander III and Tsarina Maria Fyodorovna. In Russia, Tsar Nicholas II and Queen Alexandra are often celebrated as a remarkable love story. However, their predecessors, Tsar Alexander III and Tsarina Maria Feodorovna, also experienced a deeply romantic union. Maria, originally Princess Dagmar of Denmark, held prestigious titles as the Princess of Denmark and Greece, as well as being the sister-in-law to the Prince of Wales. These connections granted her immense influence when it came to potential suitors from European royalty. Among the many interested suitors, Tsarevich Nicholas Alexandrovich's father had already established ties with Maria's family. He proposed that she marry his son, and the two quickly fell deeply in love, readily agreeing to the arrangement. Tragically, Nicholas fell ill and passed away before they could formalize their union. However, determined to strengthen the family bonds, the Russian family suggested that Maria wed Nicholas's brother, Alexander. Despite still mourning her lost lover, Maria consented to this politically motivated marriage. Interestingly enough, this decision turned out to be quite fortuitous, as Maria eventually developed genuine affection for her new husband. The couple enjoyed a long and joyful life together, with the Tsarina expressing her fondness for her new family through heartfelt letters sent back to her homeland throughout their marriage. Although Tsar Nicholas II and Queen Alexandra's love story is widely celebrated, it is important to recognize that Tsar Alexander III and Tsarina Maria Feodorovna's romantic marriage was equally captivating. Maria's connections and the political circumstances that brought her and Alexander together laid the foundation for a strong bond that endured for a lifetime. 1. King Henry III and Eleanor of Provence. In the year 1236, King Henry III entered into matrimony with Eleanor of Provence, an encounter that awaited their wedding day. The purpose behind their union was to forge a connection between the Count of Provence in France and the esteemed English royal family, thereby fostering harmonious relations with the influential French kingdom. Despite the marriage's political motivations, it appears that the couple found true happiness together. Their marital bond endured for a remarkable span of 36 years, with Henry exhibiting immense trust and love for his wife. So much so, he entrusted her with the regency of England during his absence from the realm. Reports suggest that Henry was an affectionate and warm-hearted partner, often cherishing his wife's presence. Over the course of their union, the couple was blessed with 5 children, known to be doting parents, while continuing to maintain their blissful connection. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up and subscribing to our channel for more content. Also, don't forget to share this video with your friends. We appreciate your support. Bye.